Radical.
Hello, all. While I am recovering from that own protein drink last night, the vanilla, I did wind up throwing up, and I did wind up kind of just like, I don't even remember going to sleep. It had that much of a negative effect on me. As I'm recovering from that, I really want you guys to check out this upload. It's a long upload. I'm about 14 minutes in, and it is just eye opening. It really is. It is called The 5 Foods You Will Never Eat Again After Watching This. Dave Asprey. Now, Dave Asprey, he's the guy behind the Bulletproof Diet. He talks about how he's reversed his biological age. Yeah, apparently people have a regular age and then they have a biological age. He's reversed his biological age by 11 years. And right out of the gate, he talks about grains. Talks about how grains are bad, phytic acid, and how phytic acid, it is centered around kale and something else. And this was a fascinating part. How everyone's talking about all these plant-based foods and how plants emit phytic acid in them as a deterrent for humans to not eat plants. That was just freaking mind-blowing. He talks about, healthy fats. He talks about how the way companies are actually processing all these foods and what they're doing to the grains, the way they process everything is actually taking minerals and nutrients away from the food. But he says this phytic acid stuff that is, in plants, in kale, not only is it not good for you, but when you eat it, it leaches minerals away. And the body needs a lot of minerals for its processes. So it's a fucking double whammy when you eat this stuff, when you eat these highly processed foods. He talks about like a lot of the cereals. That makes sense. Because as he's talking about all these foods, I think to myself, when have I felt really bad? Now, there was a time I used to be able to eat a lot of these foods, but I think over time what happens is, your body, maybe you develop allergies to these different things. I'm just saying here, I'm not going to do it justice by talking about this. I'm really not. But I am proof positive on the kale stuff. Okay, stay the fuck away from kale because I think kale's in that own protein drink. Now, to a lot of you out there that don't want to eat meat, a lot of you vegetarians that avoid eating meat. What is it here he says? There's something right out of the gate. I wish I could remember it. He says, God, I wish I could remember it. But the reason I'm not remembering what he said, and I'm not as razor sharp right now, I think is because of this it's still having an effect on me. It is. So to really unlock the full potential of what you can be, to reverse your biological age, because this guy used to be quite heavier. I mean, like he's looking in great shape now. He's got glowing skin, he's doing the healthy fats. He talks about how there's the healthy fats and how the way even that they make make milk. This is another big shocker here. The way they process the milk, what they're feeding the cows, the way they're doing everything right now is actually what's causing people to be allergic and get allergies to milk. And that was the mind blower. It's not actually the dairy, it's what the fuck they're doing to the cows. Something about A1 and A2. There's A1 and A2. Yeah, I will leave a link to this. You definitely need to check this out. I'm going to have this going in the background while I'm getting ready for the weekend and flea market and whatnot. But other than that, I could tell you all personally, when it comes to chicken, basically make sure to keep chicken in your diet. Some of you that didn't hear me talking about how I removed chicken from my diet for a couple days and basically went meat free, I felt terrible. I felt terrible. I didn't feel better until I started munching down on some meat, right? So it's unfortunate that that's the way that our bodies are constructed, but like it or not, human beings are built to eat meat. That's just how it is. It's just how it is. And the people that are on these plant-based diets, they're just not getting the same kind of minerals.